Mommy hasn't eaten. Can you share expired bread? A starving little boy asked this, never knowing the powerful CEO he stopped was about to change their lives. Like and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box for more heart-touching stories. It was late evening when Damon Reed, a strict but quietly broken single-dad CEO, walked out of a supermarket with a bag full of groceries. His 6-year-old daughter Emma clutched his hand, humming happily, unaware of the dark corners of life her father tried so hard to shield her from. Damon had always believed he understood hardship. After all, he lost his wife 3 winters ago, but nothing prepared him for what happened that night. As they reached the parking lot, a tiny voice stopped him. "Sir, excuse me." Damon turned to see a skinny boy, maybe 8 years old, barefoot, clothes torn, holding a crumpled plastic bag. His eyes were big, tired, and full of fear. "Mommy hasn't eaten," the boy whispered, looking down. "Can you maybe share expired bread? Just the old ones they throw away? Mommy says expired bread is still okay if we warm it." Emma's little hand tightened around Damon's. The boy's voice trembled as he added, "She hasn't eaten in 2 days. She gives me whatever she finds, but she's very sick now." Damon felt something slice through him because he saw himself in the boy's desperation. He remembered his own wife starving herself during her chemotherapy so Emma could eat. The boy lifted the plastic bag shyly. Inside it was nothing, just hope. "Where's your mommy?" Damon asked softly. The boy pointed toward the corner of the parking lot where a woman lay slumped beside a dumpster, her face pale, her breathing shallow. Emma gasped, "Daddy, she needs help." Damon walked closer, and his heart dropped. The woman wasn't just hungry, she was collapsing, feverish, weak. With trembling fingers, she tried to stand when she saw him. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "He shouldn't have asked you that. I didn't want him to sleep hungry." And then she fainted right in his arms, forcing Damon to make a life-changing decision. Before Chapter 2 begins, make sure to like and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box for more emotional stories. Damon rushed the woman, whose name was Liana, to his car while Emma held the little boy, comforting him as though she'd known him forever. At the hospital, doctors confirmed severe malnutrition, weakness, and untreated fever. The boy sat outside her room, shaking. "It's my fault," he cried. "I eat first because Mommy says kids should, but she keeps lying that she's eaten already." Emma's little hand wiped his tears gently. "My mommy used to do that too, before she went to heaven." Damon overheard their conversation, and something inside him broke, like a door he had sealed long ago. Hours passed until the doctor finally came out. "She just needs rest, food, and time. You brought her in at the right moment. Another night outside, and she wouldn't have survived." Damon felt his throat tighten. The boy collapsed into his arms, sobbing with relief. Over the next few days, Damon visited them daily with Emma. He learned that Liana used to work in a bakery until a fire destroyed the place. All her savings had gone into treating her sick mother, who passed away shortly before homelessness swallowed their lives whole. Emma quickly grew attached to the boy, calling him her new brother. Liana cried the first time she saw her son laughing again. She tried to stand and thank Damon, apologizing again for the expired bread request. Damon shook his head. "You don't need to apologize for feeding your child." Something inside him had changed, something he hadn't felt since his wife was alive. Compassion, connection, purpose. On the day Liana was discharged, Damon looked at her and said the words that brought her and her son to tears. "You're not going back to the streets. I found you a job and a place to stay. You both deserve a fresh start." Liana covered her mouth, unable to speak. The boy threw his arms around Damon, whispering, "Thank you for saving my mommy." That night, as Damon drove them to their new home, Emma leaned her head on Liana's shoulder and whispered, "Now Mommy in heaven won't worry because Daddy helped you." And for the first time in years, Damon felt his heart fill with something he thought he had lost forever: family.